Okay, welcome everybody to Conversation with a Cancer, episode 10. I am your Cancer, and today I got a special guest who's already been on the podcast, but you haven't seen her face, but you heard her voice. I had to bring her back because this is one of my aces, this is the definition of somebody when you say you ride for somebody, we ride for somebody. Like I actually don't talk to someone because she doesn't like her. So that's what I mean by because if you ride for somebody, you ride for somebody. So everybody say hello to Ashley. Ashley, say hello to the people.
Hey, people.
All right, all right. So first and foremost, how are you today?
I'm blessed. That's, good, alive, here.
I know that's right. Because people be here today, gone tomorrow. So, you were on my very first episode.
Yeah,
And I messed up the recording of it. So I always been trying to figure out a way to bring you back on, and I figured it out. And we are back, and I think we should just get right into it. So I have a bunch of questions that we're going to go over and talk about, but more importantly, I just feel like you and I have such great chemistry, and we love talking to each other because we always talk about a wide range of things. And one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is like, I something I've been thinking about, like when dating, because you're not dating, but I'm dating. I'm out here in these COVID streets and whatnot. Um, Expectations. A lot of men, sometimes we just looking for sex, or we're looking for companionship, or we're looking for friends, or we're looking for somebody we can hang with or just have similar interests with us. Some people are looking for women who just want to play video games. I don't know what that feels like, but um and then women, they have different type of needs and wants. And my question is to you, do you think women have higher expectations than men?
absolutely not. Mm-mm. You know
Ah,
why? Because why it take me so long to commit? We be ready to find our man, our true love. Let's get married. It's not the women, it's the men.
okay. So here's my standpoint on it. I don't know, I don't know anything about marriage. However, I do think sometimes it do take men longer to commit because sometimes we are unsure. It seems good on the surface, and then you get into it and then a woman changes or she's not the same person. And sometimes a man is just simply not ready. Y'all clock be ticking, how y'all have eternal clocks and y'all want stuff by a certain age. We don't necessarily think like that. We just when we're ready, we're ready. And so I don't know if our expectation is higher, just we're more patient in a relationship than a woman. And a woman wants it when she's ready.
And I women should be more patient. Because for me, let me see. I think women fall in love with the potential of a man instead of the reality of a man. And men don't do that. Men don't say, "Oh, this woman might have potential." They look at what's she giving them right the point right there, like the reality. And women be like, "Oh, he could be a great man, and I could see the potential in him to grow to be this man that I want him to be." And I need us to stop doing that. I want you to look at that man, and if he giving you the red flags, them red flags ain't going nowhere. What it is, he's showing you who he is, not what he gonna be in 10 years.
So here's my problem with that. Why do women date men with potential and not men with actuality? Like you said, what's already there? Why aren't you focusing on that? Why are you looking for, well, maybe he's gonna be this down the road? What's wrong with who he is now?
It don't be anything wrong with who he is now. Okay, so let's say I'm gonna use an example.
Okay.
So I started dating my significant other. I was 18, he was 21.
Okay.
So I fell in love with what I knew he was gonna grow into instead of looking at who the hell he was in that moment. 'Cause back then, the man was a dog, okay? And I was chasing, I was running like fighting people, fighting girls, doing the most. Instead
Mm.
of looking at who he was in the moment and showing me who he was then. I could have did something totally else with my life instead of chasing this man down because I knew one day he was gonna settle down and he was gonna be the one for me and forcing him to fit the image that I wanted in my life.
So, um, I know that to be true because I've been chased by women before, and I in my dog days I wasn't trying to settle down. That's a tough thing because we don't realize. Well, let me not say we. I didn't realize a good woman, what a good woman was until I got in my 30s. So in my 20s, in my teenage years, I probably missed out on some good things because I was ripping and running through the streets. So, but that brings me to my next question, like red flags. Like, do people intentionally ignore red flags? Are red flags really red? I mean, like, do we really see something we know is wrong and we intentionally ignore it? Or just like, are we not sure what a red flag is? Like, we've been told and what a red flag is, and there's triggering things. Like, how does a person know that there's a red flag? Or is it just your standards that let you know that that's not a red flag, that that's a red flag?
I think we am, but we're hoping from a women's standpoint of view, we're hoping that we can change that in a person.
Mm,
So you keep giving chances and like it's just it don't you can't change a man. A man gonna be a man. You can't change the type of stripes. It just is what
mm,
it is.
mm, mm, mm. I agree that you can't you can't change the stripes, but I mean, so many people always trying to paint it a different color too. Like, a person is
Yeah.
going to be who they're going to be. They're going to go through what they're going through, and they're going to take you through those experiences with them. So
And
let me.
it's be women too.
Oh,
Women be flags.
listen, I didn't looked over some flags that was like high as Six Flags, but I was just like, well, I just want to ride the roller coaster, so I went on the roller coaster anyway, knowing I shouldn't have been at that amusement park. So let me ask you this about red flag: is there a difference between being triggered and red flags, and are there red flags that you can overlook because of the things you want in that man?
No. Everybody has triggers. So it just depends on the level of the red flag for me.
Hmm.
Like I know I could push your button, so I'm provoking you. But you could be able to yourself to a certain extent where that red flag ain't gonna make my eye black. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
gotta be it's a give and take.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like at my age now, at 36, like if I notice a red flag, I got to speak on it because I'm not. Yeah, I know I look good. Don't drink a lot of water. Let me drink some water right now. Let me. But yeah, yeah. Listen, I know that there's things that I just won't accept. However, I know there's some things you have to talk about. Like I told you about the woman with, who wanted me to be taking care of her and her kids. Like I got out of there immediately. Like I can't be taking care of no grown woman and her teenage kids. What do you think this is? Like, don't get me wrong, you can cook. You nice to me, you know what I'm saying? But you asking for a bit much for us just getting to know each other. Like we ain't even 6 months, a year into it. You talk about month two. Do what now? Buy your kids what? But anyway, like that was a big flag that I couldn't ignore. But little flags, like, yeah, maybe this person has got some personal issues going on. Maybe I should let them resolve that. But at the same time, you're like, this person is giving me what I want presently. Maybe I should just be along for the ride. But I don't know. Red flags are funny. Red flags are funny to me. I think everybody has their what's the word I'm looking for? The breaking point when it comes to things like that. And like you said, you were chasing him, hoping he would turn into the man that you foresaw in your mind, and you was, out here fighting women. And
Whew.
I just listen. I've seen some women do some
Hey, I'm
crazy things.
20s, okay? Stop playing.
Listen, my oldest daughter mother broke her wrist because she drove to where I was living in these apartments one time without telling me, and I was outside with another girl, so she drove past and saw us. And I was young. I think it was like, I don't know, 17 or something like that. But she saw me and she got mad and she punched her windshield. And I'm like, why would you just randomly come over in the first place? But and why would you punch your windshield? Like, that's crazy. But in her mind, who she thought I was, or in actuality who I really am, So I
Right.
agree with you, but she didn't know none of the red flags that I was sending up. I was shooting them up like flare guns. I was like, pew, pew. She was just ignoring them. So I completely understand about that.
And it does get complicated when you have a child with that person. Like
Mm. But this was
then it
before.
goes your mommy and your daddy issues that you want to have your family together, and that opened up a whole another can of worms.
Yeah, this was definitely before we had a child, before I even shot the club up and nothing like that. This was, I want to say, almost a whole maybe a year or something before, but and I should have known better, and not been messing with someone that crazy. But I was attracted to crazy women back then. The crazier, the better, in my opinion. Like I thought that was the bee's knees at 17. Like, oh, you crazy? Oh, I know what you about. But it took me a long time to get past that stage of crazy women.
A
Oh,
little crazy, just a little, not
nah,
too much.
you got to be at least 5-8% crazy. That's all I'm accepting. I can't even give you double digit crazy no more. I can't do that. 5 to 8%. That means you control, and it only come out if I push you there. I don't want just sporadic crazy like we in the kitchen and I don't got no mustard and you mad because you want mustard on your burger. What type of person make a burger that have mustard? Like, I don't want that type of crazy.
I remember this time I asked him to go get a bottle of ranch, and you know how I feel about my ranch. He ain't come back with no ranch. Okay, a whole a whole crazy moment. I'm not that toxic no more.
Not over some ranch though.
Him to go give me some ranch, and he don't come back with no ranch. We gonna have to deal. We having a problem.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my goodness. Oh man. So okay, so you and I have a good friendship. I talk about this all the time. I tell this to people, like you and I are one of the few people that I've never had any problem with, any beefs, any disagreements to the point where we feel like we needed a break from each other. You and I just always had a friendship and it grows. But we all know in friendships, sometimes friendships have that defining moment that comes out and it's bad and it makes you like feel a certain type of way about a person. And it's something I had to learn. I'm pretty sure you had to learn. Do you think friendships recover from a bad defining moment?
I think cover, but it's a difference.
Mm,
I don't think it's the same. Only because I recently got back cool with one of my like long term friends,
hmm
and we fell out because I didn't like the things they posted on social media. Like, for example, they'll say, "I wish I had real friends," but never reaches out to nobody. So I finally said something, and then we got in a whole big argument. We stopped being friends for like 2 years. But now that we're back friends, I can tell it's different. Well, it's different for me. I don't know about for them, but
hmm
there's definitely
Hey, I would just like to say, if I saw one of my close friends say something like that, I would feel some type of
right.
way. Like,
And
what
they
you
couldn't understand why I was so mad. Like,
and
that's
even
rude.
right, even if you didn't mean it, why would you say it on your social media knowing there's a possibility I will see it?
Right. They was looking for attention. And I was
Yes,
that's did that post for attention.
and you
And
got
that's
it right. Man, that's crazy. That would, that would bother me. Like thinking about it, that would bother me. Like if I saw you said something like that, I would definitely text you. Like, first, what's wrong with you too? Why ain't you call? Like, why didn't you say something to me? Like, yeah, I would definitely feel some type of way about that. But
mm,
for me, I think, like you said, it's different. It can't be the same friendship anymore because now I know you're capable. Whatever happened. And I feel like, not that there's not any trust there because I wouldn't be friends with you if I didn't trust you, but now you're on thin ice with me. Like the probably something little now can probably break the camel's back because I'm on thin ice with you about that. And I don't know, like I'm pretty good with having people in my life that I know I won't go through situations like that. Like, I'm pretty sure if me and you had a difference of opinion, we would talk it out. Like, there would be no backlash or blasting each other on social media. It would be just a conversation because one thing I know about you, you gonna speak your piece. You will speak your piece. You gonna say
I'm
exactly what
the
you
social
need to say.
media thing. I'm about to call you up. or text.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't do that social media stuff. I try to just mind my business. I had a discussion with this chick that I'm talking to, and this woman, let me not call her chick. She was like, "So why you don't follow nobody on Instagram?" So I had to explain to her, like, "Look, I don't like following people on Instagram because all the people I know that's on Instagram is people I'm friends with other social media or I know personally. So I don't need to follow them." And I said, most of the time I'm on Instagram is to look at something funny or be a pervert. I don't need to follow nobody to look at something funny and be a pervert. Like, let me go be a pervert, come off that page, go look at something funny, show my friends, and then get off of it. Like, I don't have, and they was like, well, if you're not gonna follow me, I'm not gonna follow you. Okay, like, people take that following stuff serious, and I can understand. It's now become a, how can I say it? It's become part of people's mentality. That's how they go about their day. So I mean, I couldn't imagine.
I don't like how people decide what level of friendship you guys are on based off social media. Like, if I'm not liking enough pictures, I'm not really your friend. Like, that's weird. Like, come on now.
I agree with that. Like, I don't know if me liking someone picture is something I would do. Like, I mean, I've commented on some of your pictures because I wasn't expecting to see that picture, so I always big you up. But that's because me and you tight, we close like that. But somebody else, I might look at that picture and be like, oh, that's nice, and keep it moving and never know that I looked at it. So I guess it just depends on your level of closeness to someone. But like you said, don't define how we are as friends off of social media because of social media. Like, we're not really friends if it's based on our social media interaction.
Right.
But people crazy. They out here crazy, 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 crazy. So you and I were texting about this a couple of days ago, and I had to think about how I wanted to ask you this and how I've been in this situation with being friends with someone for a long time over someone you met that you know in a short period of time. Does that make them better friends or something like that? And I was just had to think, like, have I ever had that? And I'm close to a lot of people, and then I have people that I've known since the sixth grade that I barely talk to. Like, I have a friend that I've known since the sixth grade, and we keep up with each other, but I don't talk to him every day, And it's hard to catch up on everything when you do talk because you're like, I don't feel like telling you everything. I talk to you again in another 2 or 3 months. So to answer the question, I do think you can be closer to someone that you know in a short period of time over someone you know in a long period of time. However, I think the person you know over a long period of time is probably closer in your heart, though, because you wouldn't still be friends with someone for a long period of time if you don't care about them, the long way. Like, I'm trying to think of somebody we both know. Oh shoot, who we both? Okay, uh, uh, Natasha. We both know Natasha, right?
Yeah.
We know Natasha on a short term. You know what I'm saying? But opposed to someone you know since high school, you probably keep up with them. You don't talk to them every day, but in your heart, you're like, yeah, that's my friend. But Tasha, we cool. We talk to Tasha. We see Tasha is gonna be what's up, all love. But that's just somebody who's recent in your life. And so they probably have something more defining going on in your life because recently y'all were just at the bar drinking Mai Tais, and now all of a sudden that friend that you've known since high school is calling you like, so I've come, I haven't seen you in a while. You like, girl, I don't know. I'll be in the house, but really it's like I don't talk to you like that. So I don't know. What do you think?
I think, I don't know. That's a hard one.
Mm,
I think if we're friends, like a high school friend or whatever, like you, I don't think they'll be closer to my heart than my more recent friend. Cause
mm,
yeah, we cool, but if we not kicking it, we kind of on the terms of associate, not really friends. Like, I know you, we was cool growing up, but there's
mm,
a difference
mm,
than somebody I'm cool with meeting in my adult life.
mm,
Like, say one of my high school best friends called me and said, I need $50. I'm gonna be like, girl, I ain't got it. No, damn well I probably got $50. But if it's one of my friends that I kick you with on a regular basis and they call me and say, I need to borrow $50, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna send it to you. Versus somebody, I don't know. Yeah, no.
so let
Mm-mm.
so let me ask you this then. So is there an expiration date on friendship for you? Like, do you feel like if you don't talk a long period of time that we're no longer friends, or can someone be your friend as long as you've known them and just not be in contact with them?
I wouldn't say they're no longer my friend,
Hmm.
but I will hesitate to show up for them. Like,
Mm, okay,
so
that makes
say
sense.
so say this friend only invites me places because let me give me an example. Okay. So they only invite me to their big stuff, like stuff you need to bring a gift to,
Hmm.
housewarming party or a birthday party, but they don't let me come over for a girls' night. I'm not the invite to your small personal group when you having small intimate things. But when you need me to show up for your wedding or your kids' birthday parties and stuff like that, where you're expected to bring something,
Hmm.
we're not friends. Like I'm just a filler. I feel like yeah, we cool,
Oh. Mm.
but I wouldn't say you're not my friend. We never fell out on bad terms, but I'm a filler. Like I'm filling the space.
Mm. I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, I guess because I don't kick it with nobody I don't want to kick it with, so I never expect people to randomly want to kick with me that I don't talk to. But that makes perfect sense. Like you want me at your wedding and your birthday, but you having a little kickback at your house and I don't know about it, but I can see the pictures and hear about it. Yeah,
Like
yeah, that makes
that's weird. Like don't do that.
mm,
Like
mm.
stuff, I should be able to come to the small stuff.
Right, right, right. And people always want to pretend like they care about you when they're in your face, and then when they're not in your face, you don't hear from them no more. So
Right.
I don't know. I guess I just because the friends that I have, I try to keep in touch with them and keep up with them. So the friends that I grew up with, if we talk, we talk. But I still consider you a friend just because we haven't done anything not to be friends. But that makes perfect sense to what you're saying because a lot of people that I've known since middle school and high school, they don't invite me nowhere. They don't invite me nowhere. But if they see me, how you doing? What's been going on? We need to catch
Right.
up. Like you could have just because in this day and age, it ain't hard to find somebody that
It ain't.
we somewhere on some social media, whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, LinkedIn. Like I don't know what else is out there, but we can be found.
Do you think it's because of social media we still consider these people friends? If you didn't have it, would you know or see anything, or would they even think to invite you to anything?
Well, I'm not on like I said, I don't follow anybody on Instagram and I'm not on Facebook, so I can't see anyway. So I just if I speak to you, that means we have a relationship to where we want to keep in touch. Now, as far as me inviting me to things, I won't be upset that I wasn't invited to something, but don't tell me about it like I should have been there. Like that's what I don't like. Like, oh man, it was a good time. You would have loved it. If you'd have known, I would have loved it. You should have loved to invite me. But
Right.
um, yeah, I just don't, you know me, I don't really care. But I do want to make sure that a person that I've known for that period of time can always reach out to me if they want to because we don't have any reason not to. Now, if we don't have each other's number, that's different. But if we have each other's number, you can always just say hi. Like I've been randomly checking on people like you good? You staying away from that COVID? You got that 19, but but other than that, like, yeah, I don't listen. I think social media has helped people realize that you might have been corny with social media, like, and you trying to be something online that you're not in real life. And I can see that because once Trump got elected, you started seeing a lot of people that you thought you was cool with show who they really are. Like, oh shit, like, didn't we just have tacos the other day? And you hate you hate people now? Like shit, I had no idea. We wouldn't have had tacos last week. Like
Right.
we all had to cut people off that we didn't know that was like that until that started happening. So I think for me, I would like to say that I kind of hold them in the same regard, but somebody that I talked to more recently, like you said, I'm gonna be more inclined to invite that person to something small, big, just me and you. You know, I'm about to go to the movies with you and your people's doing. Y'all want to go to the movies, stuff like that. So I just never thought about it like that. Don't invite me to the small stuff, but need me at the big stuff. That's really good. That's really good. Like that's
Mm,
that's crazy because I can't.
crazy.
Yeah, because I
That's
remember
done
both.
to me. A
Yeah,
lot of
yeah. Wow. Yeah, that kind of hit me. I'm trying to just go through like, damn, that's really is. Cause I remember, both of your kids had a party. I mean, a birthday party, and I made sure I got them some, drop something off, even if I didn't stay, because me, you talk all the time. Like, what type of person would I be if I didn't show up at least for a couple of minutes or whatnot? So you're absolutely correct. I'm gonna be mindful of that. Like, oh, you didn't invite me to that? Oh
right.
shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be mindful of that because that has happened to me before. And I just shrugged it off. But I'm gonna remember that. Yeah.
Gotta watch, man.
Yeah. Stop talking about what we should be doing instead of why aren't we doing it?
Right.
Yeah, but I don't know. But So I want to talk to you about something funny too, also. So as I told you earlier, I am 36. And you know, I'm not saying that I'm too old, but in the general consensus of in my mind of what I think of things, is there an age limit or a time in your life when you're too old for booty calls? And then I will explain to you why I'm asking you this, but what do you think of that?
No, if it's
No?
still work, you should still get some.
Okay, so do I think I'm too old for booty calls? Absolutely not. But I do think as I'm going up in age, like I don't want to be coming to your house when you getting out the club. Like I like to be rest, 6, 7, 8 hours. I don't want to be waiting around at 2 a.m. till you get done knowing that I'm gonna be in the house watching reruns of Martin on BET. Like that doesn't work for me. Like you might not be the one for me. So in my mind, I feel like at a certain point in life, I shouldn't be waiting for a certain time to get some. And I don't mean like a woman can't tell me when it's time for me to get some. What I'm saying is I shouldn't have to wait to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Like I feel like if you want some, let's get it in when we both free. I don't want to wait till the club out and you smell like a half bottle of Hennessy like that. That ain't rocking for me. That ain't rocking for me like I like you think it is. That might be cool the first time, maybe a second time if you catch me off guard, but nah, not 3 or 4 times. But so that's what I think. Like, I think at a certain point, certain booty call hours become unacceptable based on your life.
I agree with that. I didn't think about the hours. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, because
I
listen,
wouldn't want to be sliding in nobody's kids. Don't wake this. Don't wake my baby up. I don't.
right. Listen. If I come over your house, you on it. It may not be what you think it's gonna be. I'm just letting you know. I might just want to give you a little rest first. Like, can we just do it in the morning? I'll lay next to you, rub your back or something.
Right.
I'd have done my day. But
At some point in time, it's been a long time since I did booty call, so I'm not a little rusty on what it is. They call it sneaky links now. Like, what the fuck is a sneaky link?
what?
Anyway,
I
you
never
never
heard
know.
of that. I call it a sneaky link.
They call them sneaky links. Whatever. I don't want no sneaky links, no booty calls.
A sneaky link. What is wrong with the youth? Like, what's wrong with just saying booty
I
call?
don't, I don't know.
Oh
They
my,
always turn something into nothing.
that is an unnecessary term for sex. Like a sneaky link. Like that sounds bad. Like we gonna sneak and get in. Maybe we shouldn't be sneaking, but what can I say?
Right? I don't know.
Oh, that's crazy. Look, the game is rough. Me and my homies talk about this a lot. The game is rough out here. Like I just sometimes I don't want to go through the whole ups and downs and trials and tribulation it takes to um deal with that, because certain things like that is it's rough. Like I done had times where I had to sneak in some woman's house where she want me to wake her kids up, or come through the back door, or don't drink my kids' juice on your way out. Like I'm thirsty. I need something to drink. I'm parched. Like I done snuck in here. I done tiptoed like I'm a animaniac. Let me at least have some juice on the way out. But yeah, that's for the birds. One time a lady told me like, no, you can't shower because it's gonna wake my kids up. I said, the water in your room wake your kids up 2 rooms over? Like, what type of hearing your kids got? Like, you can't shower. So I'm like, well, I'm sweaty. She was like, you just gotta lay there. So I went home. Like, she got mad at me. Like, I'm sticky. I understand it's your bed. That's what you prefer. But I'm not about to lay with you and I'm sweaty. But yeah, I think booty calls at a certain age become um you gotta start changing how you deal with people, how you reflect on things like that. But that's just me. That's the
Yeah, now that we done talked about it, I can't afford it coming and sneaking through nobody else.
and I don't want to go in no strange neighborhood I never been in at 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, just you see that house in the back with a broken window? Yeah, that's me. Wait a minute, who gonna come to the car and get me? Like, I can't just
Right.
be rolling up in your neighborhood. Don't
And like
worry.
9 times out of 10, people gotta get up and go to work the next morning. We
Yeah,
we can't stay out until 5 o'clock in the morning and get up and be at work at 8.
right. Yeah, I used to have appointments with the woman, but it was right after I got off of work. So sometimes I would go home and shower, I'll shower her place, but it was like 9:30. I could do that. I could shower, come lay down, get it in, be sleep before the Tonight Show come on. I'm cool with that. My body old, it needs rest and some Gatorade. I can't just be out here all willy-nilly no more. But yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. So speaking of booty calls and age appropriate things, do you feel like that
I'm scared of what you about to say.
do you feel like that who we are now in our lives is a reflection of the music that we grew up on? Because I'll be just noticing these kids really be living trying to live out these lyrics nowadays.
Right? It's weird. I don't think we knew that like music was music. I don't think. I don't know. That mm-mm.
Give
Don't
you
get me. I like this new music,
mhm.
but uh, these poor children. I just
The reason why I asked that, because I was thinking like my favorite rap song of all time is "Hey" by Crucial Conflict. Smoking hay in the middle of the barn. Never in my
mhm.
wildest dreams did I actually try to go smoke hay in the middle of a barn. But these kids out here, like,
Right.
I'm not gonna say who the kid is, but he was listening to some music I never heard of, and I'm like, "Who is that?" He's like, "You don't know who this is? You crazy, man? We all out here on this perk and this lean." I said, "Who is all the we?" Like,
But that's not when
I
they're drinking lean and doing perk and all that becomes lean. That's weird.
I wanted to try lean a couple of years ago because I was just so intrigued by the idea of how lean was made, because I didn't know how lean was made. I just thought it was a drink. I'm like, wait a minute, y'all putting cough syrup in a Sprite bottle with Sprite and Jolly Ranchers, and you drinking it, and you're not shaking it. You're turning it upside down so it'll liquefy and melt the jolly. This is weird. Like I kind of want to taste this, and then people was dying from it. People, going into shock and falling asleep for like 10 hours. I'm like, all right, yeah, I can't drink this. Like that was crazy for me. Like
Right.
I don't know if I ever wanted to do anything outside of that. I never wanted to gang bang because of music. Um Music perpetrated a lot of stereotypes for sexual things that I think I tried to follow, but even still I didn't do it because of the music, just stuff that I heard that I was like, oh, maybe I need to be into. But these kids nowadays, though, these tight jeans and the colorful hair and the shirts they be wearing.
Because I'm scared for my daughter. I don't know which these kids get growner every 15-year-old looking like they 31. People think I'm a kid.
Really?
They, yes, they be like, "How old are you?" I'm like 31. They be like, "I didn't even. You look like you're 19." Like, no,
Wow.
I'm 30.
I mean, your son is getting up there. He ain't gonna be out here with the tight jeans pretty soon. He'll be like, "Dad, man, I just need you to take me to the mall so I can get one of them shirts with the holes in the back." No,
I'm
you're not gonna let him.
ready.
Listen, I can't wait because I could just hear your voice now. Like, you ain't about to wear that out the house. And he was like, "Mom, just let me wear these jeans that don't fit my niece cap show in them. I can't
I
wait."
mean, that's the time. The boy, I still gotta pick out the boy's clothes, man.
Oh, okay, you good then?
He ain't dressed this stuff.
Not yet. You still got years though. He's 8 or 9, right?
He 9. He'll
He
be 10.
9. That's a good age. 10
I
is a
keep
good
telling
age.
him once a girl notice him, like once, and she say something about what he wearing, he gonna change, and he be like, "No, no, I'm not. I don't care." I'm like, "Mm-hmm." As soon as that first girl you like,
It happens to us all. I tell my 8-year-old nephew all the time, like, just brush your hair. Like, he be like, he don't want to brush his hair. I have to explain to him, like, just wait till girls start liking you. And he be like, "Yeah, I don't like no girls." I'm like, "All right, what I'm gonna
that's
say?"
that boy. And you seen this fro, man? Nasty as all get out.
I was like, "Is he growing his hair out?" That was crazy. I ain't never seen your son with so much hair. But you said they're both growing their hair out, right?
Yeah, unfortunately,
Well, let them live. They try to be great.
I am. I'm trying to give. I don't like the growing out stage. I just
Mm,
like clean cut. I don't mind you if you already have the hair.
mm.
I do the from a cut to. I can't do it.
I mean, how long you gonna let his hair get?
He lucky it's COVID and we ain't really doing there, and he ain't got to be seen because boy,
You would have had him cut it already?
I want to cut it now.
Mm.
I'm making
Mm.
him get a lineup because we're going to cabins next week, and he got to get a lineup. He can't come. He can't come with me.
Speaking of that, let's talk about this cabin. So, are y'all staying in Ohio cabin? Or are you going to PA for the cabin?
We're going to Hocking Hills.
Oh, I wanted to go down there and hike. I heard that's real nice. They got a real nice trail.
You look like do it look like I'm gonna be hiking?
Well, I hope not. It's cold. It's gonna be cold as hell. Like,
Hiking nowhere. They talking about sitting outside for the bonfires. I don't know. It's too cold. I'll look
mm-mm,
out the window while y'all sit out there.
mm-mm,
It's
mm-mm.
cold.
So, have you ever been to a cabin before?
No, and I normally stand on this that I don't do cabins because I watch too many scary movies. I don't want to get hacked up. I want to home. It's and we already probably not gonna have service. Ain't no Wi-Fi. What am I supposed to do?
Wait,
What am I?
y'all got a cabin with no Wi-Fi?
Yes, they got a cabin with no Wi-Fi.
You know y'all black, right? Y'all need to have 911 on standby.
I'm nervous.
Wow. So I got some cabin questions because I've never been to a cabin. So like, how many people can fit into this cabin?
I mean, they come in different sizes,
Right, but the one y'all got, how many
but the
people
one we
can?
got fits 18 people.
Oh, oh, okay,
18,
okay. How is
and it's people going.
Do you know all 12 of these other people?
I know. Yes, I've been around them before. Yes,
Okay, okay. Just want to make sure
I
because.
know some more than others, but
All
I've
right.
been around them at least once.
Okay. Are you excited for the cabin?
I am.
So have y'all planned out what you're gonna do when you get to the cabin? Or y'all just gonna wing it just when we
Well,
get
we
down
got
there?
games and stuff.
Hmm.
It's for Stephanie's boyfriend's birthday, so we're gonna be celebrating him.
Okay.
Lots of liquor,
Mm.
good food,
So it's gonna be some adult content.
adult content. No kids.
Oh,
No
oh,
kids.
I can't wait to hear
Couple.
the
It's gonna
story.
be some couples. It's gonna be some single people there, so that's
Mm.
interesting.
Let me find out. This a swingers cabin. What's going on?
I ain't swinging with nobody.
Oh man, I can't wait till you get back so I can ask you questions. I know that's gonna be hilarious. Okay, all right. So to be honest with you, I didn't know. I just know I heard you two talking about it, so I just thought like maybe it's gonna be a couple of y'all, but 18 of y'all. That's interesting.
I'm gonna have my mask. I told Stephanie, I'm like, I'm having my mask on the whole time. I'm not fooling with y'all. I'm bringing
Hmm.
Lysol wipes and my Lysol spray because I don't know these people. I don't,
Right, right.
I don't know how well they clean or don't clean. I got to wipe my area down.
And y'all gonna be eating in the same common space, so yeah, that's definitely wow. That's great. I told myself this year I'm gonna just do stuff. My homie just asked me, did I want to go to Top Golf, and I said no because I don't golf. But then I thought about it, I'm like, man, I should probably tell him I want to go. I should just go. But at the same time, that's not something I enjoy. Like,
Neither. I just want to go to experience.
but see, I've always heard that it's nice to experience, but then I know two people who got COVID going to Top Golf. So now I'm like, ooh,
Mm,
I
mm,
don't, like,
mm.
yeah. Well, I'm already just, it's a deterrent for me. Like, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Mm. But definitely, when you get to Hocking Hills, take some pictures so I can see because I'm definitely gonna go in the summer to go down there and hike. I'm gonna go like a Friday night, come back a Sunday.
They got pools and stuff. And I think it's like ATVing out there. I would like to go in the summer.
Yeah, it's big. Like when I was gonna go to some, I was like, I'm just gonna wake up one Saturday and drive down there. Like it was booked. I'm like, damn, this must be really something. So I looked it up online. Like I didn't look it up online before, and all
Mm,
the stuff they got down there, the 6 to 8 mile hikes and the ATV, these big old rocks that people come there and see. They have all these restaurants, and I think they had a bed and breakfast. I'm not sure, but I was like, Hocking Hills is a place for me.
yeah.
That's man. So don't get lost when you go down there. And if you hear something that sounds like a bear, go in the house. Because they do got them down there. I heard they got bears in Hocking Hills. You better be careful.
Ooh, man, I'm gonna be in the house most of the time. I don't play with cold. I'm not.
I mean, you're gonna have
And I'm in a jacuzzi because of COVID. They talking about sitting in the jacuzzi. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it.
I mean, like, is they gonna clean the jacuzzi first in front of y'all and then putting the water on? But
I,
still, like you said,
I
you don't
don't
know the
know.
people. You don't know them
I don't know
people.
these people. I'm not sitting in that jacuzzi.
Mm. Make sure you spray the beds down when you get there too. Spray the bed down.
My lights on, and I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not sharing with everybody. Is I'm gonna share with Stephanie,
Right.
but the rest of the folks is on their own. Is my lights on? I'm gonna spray my bed. I let Stephanie spray her bed, but that's it. You don't know
Well,
about hard to get a lights on. Um,
mm-hmm.
I know.
I, ho- I hope Jeff tell his people like, yeah, bring your own lights or bring your own wipes. Should bring your own washcloths and towels too. Like y'all just don't know. Like,
Yeah, I'm definitely bringing my own washcloths and towels because like I said, I don't know these people.
I couldn't imagine. But I do want to do a cabin. Like I think my family's doing a cabin, but I think they're doing it in a different state. So I don't know. I have to check in on it. But still, like that worries me being around people I haven't been around. Like I think about that stuff all the time. So I mean, I try to stay around the same people I see on a daily basis.
Right.
The only thing that I do that I can admit to is I wear my mask into the gym, but I take it off when I work out. That's the only thing I do that I probably shouldn't be doing, but I don't want to wear my mask while I'm working out. But other than that, I wipe the machine down before I use it, and I wash my hands before I start and when I leave. So I'm trying to be as safe as possible.
I don't see how people wear masks when they're working out. I could breathe in the mask when I'm just walking. So I can imagine trying to work out in a mask.
Well, it's not really difficult to work out in a mask because they have masks before we even had a pandemic that you could work out in. It's just I think the masks that are tighter on the nose and the masks that are looser over the mouth, I think is fine. But I'm uncomfortable when I work out when I wear it. Like I feel like it itches, I sweat in it, or it make me sneeze. And it's nothing worse than sneezing into your mask that you have to keep on your face. I find that so I'll be in the store, I'll be like, oh, I gotta keep this bitch on. I can't even cover my mouth. So yeah, I hate that. I really do dislike that. So getting back to the theme of things we're talking about, last time I had you on, we talked a little bit about politics. So let's talk a little bit more about that because we are adults and we're supposed to have adult conversations. So Trump is gone
Yes.
and Biden and Harris is in. And the big thing nowadays are stimulus. Like I've never seen so many stimulus come out, and it's supposed to be more stimulus. Did I send you that article today?
No, you didn't.
I'm so sorry. It was about getting 1,500 to 2,000, and then for each kid you get 350 a month. I'm like, wait a minute,
Okay, cha-ching. Let
right? And you got two of them things, so that's 700.
Ooh, that would be nice.
So I was like, man, they are. I don't know what Biden's trying to do, but if you're gonna be sending out 350 a month per kid, like people gonna rack up. But then he said you have to qualify for it, so they gonna make it some type of difficult stimulations and stipulations and stimulate.
Gotta be under a certain bracket, income bracket, but
Yeah, we should qualify. We're in a certain income bracket already. Like, yeah, we
well,
ain't
you
we ain't,
are.
we ain't making no 100K. You know what I'm saying? We ain't
Oh,
donating us United Way or nothing. So we definitely qualify. Well, I don't qualify because I pay child support. My kids don't live with me, so money don't come to me. It just goes out. But
oh.
so, how are you feeling about the stimulus and what's currently going on with pandemic and the new president's transition in? What is your thought process on things with that?
I, I'm for the stimulus. I think, especially in the beginning, that very first one, I don't think I would have made it. I needed that.
Hmm.
Um, so I'm glad they're coming for people because I know it's people that's way worse off than me.
Hmm.
So I'm glad they're giving them out. Um, I just don't want people to get lazy and get dependent on it. It should be extra. And then you should also be doing something with it, not just spending it.
I believe people are just people are lazy. People always want handouts and things given to them. And so when they hear free money's coming, they so gung ho to get it that they're not, like you're saying, doing anything else to bring in that income. As a person who's never gotten a stimulus because I've had child support,
You didn't
um, no, I'm not, and I'm not gonna get none of them. I'm not allowed to because I pay child support. Because,
that that's wrong because Mark got his, and I got him on child support.
but you know what? I think because uh y'all in the same house though.
Uh-uh. Not per the government. Not no sir.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Is he using a different address than the address he currently says?
Yes, sir. He that's how I get food stamps. Well, they're his food stamps, but I have that
Mm,
takes care of the kids half of the time. Got a written agreement that the
mm.
kids go to his address certain amount of time, and they gave him food stamps, and he got his stimulus. It was deposited to my account because I did his taxes last year for him, and I did give him his $600.
Wait, why are you saying like that? I did give his.
Because some baby mamas, to me, I'm a nice baby mama, okay? Because he do owe some back child support for the time
Jesus.
he was not present. But I made sure he got his money.
Hey man, Mark Good Peoples to me. He's funny, man, but that was hilarious. I did give him his 600.
I didn't skim nothing off the top. I just gave it straight to him.
Oh my god, you just skimmed that off the top. I just gave him his money, huh?
Hmm.
Did you give it to him in cash or did you cash app it?
Well, it's still in my account. He told me to hold on to it, but I didn't spend none of it.
So he technically didn't get it there. You
He want me to
offered it.
hold. It is okay. So I let him know it's in my account, and
Mm.
I asked him how he wanted me to give it to him in cash or you wanted me to cash app it. And he told me to hold on to it so he won't spend it. And which is a bad idea because I had a bad problem with holding on money, but I have not touched it. I have not. I make
Mm.
sure I look at and I subtract his money out of my money.
Why don't you just put it in another account and it's just sitting there? Like add like a savings account and just put it over there. If I mean, you don't need to. I'm being extra. I'm being extra because that's so funny to me. Like I did his taxes and I gave him his $600.
I gave him first stimulus check, even though it went to my child support card. I did
Mhm.
give it.
Okay.
I, I'm nice.
Listen, y'all relationship works because y'all want it to work. Can't nobody else get in the way of that. It works because y'all want it to work. I respect that. That's just so funny that you said it like that. Like I'm so I'm trying not to laugh again, but that's so funny. I gave him his 600. Hey man, I'm just thinking of all the scenarios in my head. Like if y'all got to fight, he's like, you know what? I'm out of here. And send me my $600. And you like bet? I sent you your $600. That is hilarious. But I'm glad that y'all able to have that type of conversation. Like, you know what? No, I'd rather you hold on to it because I know I spend it. And you like, you know what? I know it's yours, so I'm gonna let it sit there because I know I'm I spend it. So because you never know when that 600 might be needed, and that's just good to know. I mean, I can go to the next Buffalo dip or something like that.
Right? Well,
All
no,
right,
I got food stamps.
listen, y'all living. Y'all need to come over for dinner a
The
little more often.
pandemic is good to my household. I, I kind of don't want to go away if they still gonna give out stimulus checks.
So the pandemic has been very beneficial to your
I'm
household.
home. I'm at home working. We all together. It's been nice.
Mm, mm, okay, okay. So before we get out of here for the night, let's talk about what you and I have upcoming because my friend Ashley is going on the workout program. Did
Oh
you do your
yeah,
Did you do your squats today?
I didn't. I'm gonna do my squats today.
So you wildin'. You should have been done your
I
squats.
know.
Now, before we get into the workout program and what about that, so the goal is after you come back from the cabin, we're going to food prep and we're going to integrate more exercises to your daily routine to help you get to the look that you want. Because we're not going to do
Right.
BBL, nothing like
Even
that.
Lipo 360. Take
Jesus.
some little chin right here, a little bit.
Wait, they don't take it from up here, do they? They take it
You
from.
can request them to take fat out of your chin.
Oh, so I only thought like it was from your backside and things like that. I didn't know they'd take it from anywhere in your body.
Hmm. You gotta pay extra, but
Oh wow. Mm. I don't know. When I did cryotherapy, they have a version of cryotherapy that helps you lose like your stomach fat. And you know me, I'm
mhm.
big on trying to get abs, and I'm like, but I didn't
Did it
do
work?
it.
Oh,
That cryotherapy absolutely worked. Like I went in there one day when I was having trouble walking from like a hard leg day, like my leg days on Wednesday. It was a Saturday and I was still struggling to walk. I went in there, probably my leg strength was probably like at a 20 or 30%. I came out of there, my leg strength was at like a 75. Like that's
mm,
the 3 minutes and a cryotherapy really can heal your body. Like my legs felt great and then they started healing the next day. So I was like, wow. And I went and hiked that same day anyway. Like I
mhm.
was an idiot. I shouldn't have went hiking, but I felt so good after getting that cryo. But cryo worked. I tell everybody if you can stomach being cold for 3 minutes, because that first 30 seconds you're gonna think it's easy. You like this ain't nothing, and then when you start turning into Sub Zero for Mortal Kombat, your whole perception changed. Like I started doing the Hulk Hogan face. I was in there like, when the lady be like, just breathe, don't lose your breathing. Come on, you got 30 seconds left. I'm thinking like this taking forever, but
If I could be cold for 3 whole minutes.
in my mind, I'm like, man, this ain't nothing. I ain't weak. Listen, she'll tell you, she'll be like, all right, it's about to get real cold. Okay, here it comes. And then it happens like the smokers just start coming up and your body will just freeze. And they give you gloves, like you can sit your arms up like this on
Mhm.
top. but I kept my arms down. Like I started moving like this in there. I was like, ooh, like because I really thought I was gonna like pass out. Like I never in my life felt like I was gonna pass out, but that one day, I thought I was gonna pass out. That's how cold it was. So
Mm.
like, I definitely recommend it. But so the goal is still when you come back from cabin fever and stuffing your face full of marshmallows and Hennessy, that we're gonna work on food prepping and exercise. Are you still of the mindset that that's what we're going to do?
Yes.
Okay.
This is my last drink ginger ale.
You still got
My
that case?
huh?
You still got that case of
No,
ginger ale? Oh, okay.
case yesterday.
It was a 24 pack, right?
Yeah.
I'll try to do it in my head. So I was over your house
I
two
don't
weeks
even.
ago. I was over your house 2 weeks ago, right? Not this weekend, but the weekend before.
Yeah.
So that's a win. So you drank 24. Did you drink the whole case yourself? Or majority?
But I think like maybe one or two, maybe when
Wow.
maybe
Okay.
things down. I'm not even gonna lie.
So let's just say you had 20. So you drank 20 ginger ales in almost 14 days.
Hmm.
No, almost no,
Was that 7 days?
no, 9 days. I was over your house
If
last
you wasn't,
Saturday,
yeah,
two
last
Saturdays ago. So that's a week. So that's 9 days. In nine
that
days, you drank 20 ginger ales. Did you open the case that day though? Was the case already
no,
open?
already open.
Okay, okay. Still. So you
I
know
bought
what I
the cake on the 14th.
so you know what I told you, you got to give up. You got to give up the pops and you got to give up the ranch. Like you got to give it up completely. Like I think you can have ranch on your salad, but it has to be like light ranch and you can't douse it in ranch. You can have some on the top. But even still, that's a lot.
I don't know how I'm gonna do the ranch and the Alfredo sauce is gonna be
Oh my goodness.
so hard for me.
It's it's supposed to be hard to get rid of it, and then after you get rid of it, you won't crave it as much, and then when you have it, you're not gonna go crazy.
I don't smoke weed. I can't have the pasta. I can't have the ranch. I can't drink ginger ale. What's my vices? Like what
Water with lemon. You can't have a Hennessy no more either.
the what?
You can't have a Hennessy no more either.
Not even on the weekend?
Nah, no, you got to cut that out for a while, like at least 2 weeks. You got to give me at least 2 weeks of clean eating.
Oh
At
my god.
least you got to go. I tell you
No
what,
liquor for 2 weeks?
we'll do this. Give me a week of clean eating, no liquor, no ranch, no Alfredo sauce, and then I'll let you have a cheap meal where you can have ranch and Alfredo sauce. You can even have a glass of Hennessy, but you can only have it with that cheat meal. Then we're gonna go back to regular. So that means like out throughout the day, one of those meals can be a cheat meal. Not a cheat day, but a cheat meal. You got to work up to a cheat day.
You killing me.
We ain't even get started yet. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. BBL for 1,000. Like
No, no. You $600 there. Oh, I hope Mark don't watch this. He gonna think I dislike him today. I don't dislike you, Mark. You cool peoples, man. But that was funny. I gave him a 600. Oh man. So when you get back from the cabin, we'll go over the foods you want to eat because I don't know which vegetables you like. I don't know.
oh, I got me an air fryer.
There we go. That's going listen, I'm gonna get you busy on the air fryer. Like I cook a lot of stuff in the air fryer.
But I got it this weekend.
Did you get a big one or you got one that just got the pull out drawer?
No, it's big. It take up my whole little counter over there.
Really? So you got a pull down one?
Well, it's a 6 quart and the thing pull out, but the whole
Ooh. Okay. 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 So yeah, I'm gonna give you some things you can have in there. You can basically cook everything in the air fryer. Everything. I'm gonna learn how to cook my steaks in there.
okay.
Um, I saw somebody cook chocolate chip muffins in there. I was like, you can put muffins in an air fryer?
Mm.
Yeah. So I'm definitely going to help you with that. And, I'll work out with you. I can get you into my gym if you want to come for a couple of days, but we will get that down and we will figure out the best course of action going forward with that. Um, is there anything else we need to talk about before I let you go? Let me look at the list. No, we covered everything. Have a good time when you go to the cabin. I hope for the best. Hope it's fun, drama free, and everyone arrives there safely and no COVID anywhere.
Right.
Um,
Oh,
I don't know what the weather is in Southern Ohio. I'm assuming it's
think it's supposed to snow that weekend.
because I don't know if it's close to Kentucky or anything like that.
It's close to Columbus. It's not far from Columbus.
Oh yeah, y'all gonna be cold.
It's gonna be cold. I think it's
But
gonna be high 30s, low
like
40s.
Columbus, the benefit of Columbus, they're not close to the lake at all. So they don't ever have that type of lake effect like we have here. But I'm assuming cabins are by some type of body of water. That's how I think about cabins. So you
The
might get some.
lake's green.
Mm, interesting. Okay, okay. Well, all right. Well, thank you for coming back and doing another episode because I'm gonna have you on another one when I reach 20. But I
Okay.
might have you on before then. Um, what's else I can get ready to say to you? I forgot just that fast. I have something I want to say. I don't know. Oh, I will send you that article about
Oh,
the stimmies, so you can read that and pay attention to that. So, I would like to tell you thank you very much for coming on, and I love you. And we got so many great things we gonna do this year. You about to just really boss up. I ain't gonna put your business out there until we're ready to talk about it, but you on your way to bossing up, and I'm gonna
yeah.
support you. Um, I talked to Tina about doing some stuff for me, so thank you for that. Um, I'm trying to make these moves also, so we on a good trajectory, and hopefully 2021 allows us to get out here and do what we need to do. Um, so I'll probably see you when you get back. I probably won't come see you before you leave. So, but once again, thank you very much for coming on my podcast, my ever growing
Ooh,
podcast.
thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. So, like I always do before I end all my podcasts, I tell everybody to eat more chicken and stay safe. And until I see you when you get back, I'm pretty sure we'll talk before you go. Thank you very much.
All right. Love you. See you
All
later.
right.